Hello Sagittarius, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do an overview of upcoming year 2018. What I'm going to do, I'm going to draw one card for each month and one card which would represent the whole year in total. This is a general reading. This reading would be for the Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Sagittarius Rising sign. I hope it will resonate with you. If it doesn't, please watch your moon sign or your rising sign. Shuffle a little bit more before I start drawing the cards. And while I'm shuffling, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers, for all the viewers, for all your likes, all your comments, all your donations, for all your private bookings. And if you are interested in a private reading with me, please contact me. All the information is underneath this video in description box below. Okay. Let's see what we have for you, dear Sagittarius. And the card which represents the whole year is the Eight of Cups. The first January represented by the Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Two of Cups, Four of Wands, and Five of Pentacles. That's the first half of the year, and then we have Four of Wands. Oh, it's Ten of Cups here, sorry. Four of Wands, King of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Strength card, the Death, this, and Two of Wands. Okay, so the main energy of the year is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is telling you that it is time for you to leave everything which hasn't served you behind you and move on with your life. The cups represents our emotions. In this case, it's probably negative emotions. If you notice on the picture that the cups are turned upside down, and it's time for you to start a new journey in your life, to leave all this behind you, everything which didn't serve you, everything which caused you pain, upsetted you, and it's time for you to leave all that. If you see this person, he's quite happy, he turned his back to all this, and it's a time to start a new chapter in your life. And that is the main message of the year 2018 for you, dear Sagittarius. The first card for January, we have a card of Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles tells me that you will be working really hard in January. You're the master of your trade, whatever you're doing, wherever you're working, whatever, if you don't work, whatever you're doing, maybe, just being a housewife sometimes is busy enough, looking after the children, after your household. Whatever you're doing it really well. You're master of your trade. You're bringing abundance. You're bringing financial security into your family. If you noticed, he is in quite comfortable condition, comfortable surroundings, and comfortable environment. Your life is quite comfortable in January. And after 8, we have 9 and 10. 10 is the ultimate success, financial, ultimate abundance, and you are you are moving in that direction. January will be very good for you financially. If there will be something, you will be really working really hard. If it's like business, work, I don't know, some sort of investments, maybe investing into the house, buying the house, anything which is tangible, which is financials, anything which is material, will be very successful for you in the month of January, dear Sagittarius. In February, we see the Knight of Pentacles. Again, we're talking about money, we're talking about finances, we're talking about resources, financial resources. And it's a card of movement. Whatever you started in January is moving forward. It's progressing. But the progress is not very fast. It's a very slow moving progress. But remember one thing, dear Sagittarius, that slowly but surely, that's what they say. So it is moving. It is moving, maybe not the way you want it. Maybe you want it to be progressing much quicker, much faster, to bring you the results of your hard work much quicker. But it is moving, and it's really good. So that's the main theme for the February, dear Sagittarius. And in March, you're having a celebration. I have a Three of Cups. Three of Cups is literally having a good time with your friends. And sometimes Three of Cups is like a support team. You know, they've got this buffer of friends or someone, you know, who is there for you. If you're having some sort of busy time, you know, you've got those friends around you who are there to support you, or just maybe after the busy work days, having just a glass of wine and, you know, having a chat, having a good time. And March will be very busy for you in this socializing and having a good time with the friends and maybe family or someone like this. And it's a real joy. Then we come to the April and we see Two of Cups. Two of Cups is the card of the soulmate. So if we are looking for a relationship, then the relationship possibly will happen. Someone new will come into your life. Cups, as I said, represents emotions, represents romantic feelings. If you're already married or in a relationship, you might actually, your relationship will come into the different stage, where a stage where you will be like a soulmate. The relationship will be on a really good sort of on a good level. There will be a lot of understanding between two of you. You will be able to share your thoughts, your emotions between each other. As I said, if you're looking for someone new, the new person might come who might be your soulmate. If you are not looking for a relationship, it could be someone really close to you. It will be like maybe a close friend, someone you can discuss anything, you know, someone you can talk, maybe having that good time as you were having in March. It's a soulmate. What else can I add to that? It's just having that warm feeling of sharing what you want to share with this person, and being comfortable to do that. And in May, we have again a really nice month for you in May. It's card 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is wish fulfillment card. Is telling me that again, Cups is all about emotions. And tells me that every single cup, and there are 10 of them, they're full by joy, by positive emotions. If you see, there is a house, there's a family in front, or is it just two women there? But it just represents happy family, happy home, happy family life. The house will be is like your secure base. It's ultimate happiness. What else is there? It's just a really nice month for you, month of May, dear Sagittarius. And enjoy it, because in June we have a card of Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is all the fives is about losses or about, you know, struggles. And this one talks about financial struggle. So there might be some financial losses. You know, you worked really hard in January and February, and then you were like having a really good time, sort of March, April, May, and that might cause you, like, maybe you relaxed a little bit, your concentration slipped from your business, from what you were doing, and there are some losses over there for you. The Five of Pentacles sometimes represents a loss of you know, finances, money, sometimes loss of property, property, place to leave, house. And sometimes it talks about loss of health. So if there is some health issues in the month of June, dear Sagittarius, please keep an eye open, because, go and do everything which is necessary, see a doctor, see a specialist, and take all the necessary actions to prevent that happening. And in July, we have Four of Wands. Four of Wands again is building that secure a future for yourself, building that secure foundation for yourself, building that secure base for, it could be again happy home, happy family. Four is number four. It talks about security, about stability. It's like a table stands on four legs. It's very stable and secure, and that's what it is. It's Four of Wands. Sometimes it talks about wedding, sometimes talks about engagement, or going to a wedding or engagement party, and building yourself that happy family life, secure base for yourself, dear Sagittarius. Again, another good month. So the only time when we have a little bit of problems is the months of June, and the month of June is between sort of May and July, where in both situations we have a really happy family life, very good. Maybe it's you're purchasing a property, maybe you're buying a home or something like this, and that's where maybe you worry about money. There's a money worries over there in between, and I see that it's because this card in between those two, such a good cards, that it's probably just a temporary sort of fallout, and then we're coming back into sort of having a really secure life, financially secure and happy life. In August, we have a King of Wands. King of Wands is fire sign. It could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, which is you, dear. It could represent you. Your energy will be very significant in months of August, and all the the sign of Leo, the sign of all the fire signs, they're very passionate. They're passionate about what they're doing. They're passionate about, in general, about their life. They're very creative. They're very artistic. If there is some sort of, they're very entrepreneurial. So because if you see at the beginning of the month, we've got a lot of things going with the money, and this theme sort of continues through the year. And you are there, over there, happy, sitting there, building your life. All this energy, all these qualities of you, of passion, of creativity, is there. They're very prominent in the month of August, dear Sagittarius. Then we go to the September, and that's where you need to be very careful, and that's where you need to keep your eyes open, because we have a Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the card of thief. Someone is stealing something from you, but so it could be possessions, but most of the time Swords represents our what's in our head. It's our mental activity. We're talking about our thoughts, our conscious, subconscious. We talk about our thoughts process. We talk about our train of thoughts and all that sort of patterns, the way we're thinking. It could be some intellectual property which could be stolen from you. Maybe you being creative and entrepreneurial in the months of August and September. Maybe you sort of, there's a lot of your ideas in a business or a project at work or somewhere, and someone sort of taken them and presented them as his own one. That's sort of stealing intellectual property, I would say. Sometimes this card also talks about you being actually taking something and get away with. It's like getting away with something, but it's being savvy. It's probably trying to avoid sort of confrontation or some sort of any further battling or any further sort of problems. Taking what you think is yours and move away. Sometimes we're thinking, I'll better take, I'll do this project, take the money, and I'll leave, because otherwise I can foresee there will be problems in this in this company which I'm working, or in this business which I'm doing. It's better for me to take the money which I can and leave it and move away. Or with the relationship, sometimes if the relationship is broken, it's maybe sometimes better to take what you can and just leave, rather than fighting with the solicitors, fighting with the court, and just leave it, because it's quite emotionally and financially, it's draining. Again, I'm not saying about the, that's anything, there will be any problems with the relationship, because I cannot see it. All I'm seeing is that there's some sort of deceit, or you taking something, and my advice is taking something and go away with that. So we go to October, and October is all about Leo here. It's either Leo person who is significant in this month, or it tells you after this sort of turbulation with this, dealing with that, theft and everything else. It tells you that you need to be strong, and that you do have that strength. You even can tame the beast. You can even tame the lion. Sometimes people misunderstand this card, and they think, being strong means being aggressive, moving forward, where actually this card tells us that if the strength represented by women, and women are more gentle, they have their own sort of ways, they've got their different approaches to situations. They can be very strong but not aggressive, and they can tame the beast like it is. So that's what this message is all about. Be strong but gentle. There's no place for aggression. There's no need for aggression. It's just stand there, stand your grounds, and deal with the situation the way you can. Maybe there will be some actual loss, not losses but theft, and it tells you in October to be strong, because in November, you sort of, after the period of death, something is dying and something new starts in your life. So that period may be when something been stolen from you, probably which caused you a lot of trouble. Now you're starting something new completely. It's a time for transformation. So in November 2018 for you, dear Sagittarius, is a time of transformation, coming out of the dead period and starting completely new. It's very positive card, so don't look at this as the negative card. It's very positive card. It's sort of being given that second chance to leave, second chance to start something new for you. And the last card in December, I think, because you're starting something new in November, now it's time for you to make a choice, to choose which way to go. And it's also a card of planning, what to plan, where do I go, what to do. It's sort of planning or choosing something, choosing which way. The message behind this card is, dear Sagittarius, that whatever way you choose, both ways are successful for you. They're both good for you. So you can sort of, wherever, if you notice here, they're equally good wherever you go. One goes that way and there's still sun shining, you go there and it's still sun shining in front. So whatever way you choose in December, it will be good for you and successful. It will be a period of, after the period of starting something new, a period of making decisions for you, dear Sagittarius. Well, very interesting year ahead of you. What I'm going to do in future readings, dear Sagittarius. So every month, when I will be doing monthly readings, I will be presenting the card from each month, and we will see how it resonates with you and the actual months. And we'll use this card as the base, as the major card for the each month, and we'll elaborate, and we'll see how it will be going for you in year 2018. Very interesting year, starting with the finances, quite a lot of celebration, possible romantic relationship. When I was talking in September about you being very prominent in this month, it's also possible that, ladies, if you might, if there's ladies listening, that's possible that another fire sign might appear in your life and you might start a new relationship with someone. But be careful with this person unless it's something to do with the business. But there are some sort of something is going to be stolen from you, taken away from you, and you will need all your strengths in a month of October to get over all this and withstand this situation, because in November you will start completely from the blank page anew. And a very nice reading, and I wish you a very successful new 2018 year. And if you would like to elaborate and have your personal yearly reading or monthly reading, please contact me. I do private readings, and all the information how to contact me is underneath this video in description box. And thank you very much for listening, and see you next time. Goodbye.